Hello, my name's Austin. Today we're going to look at how to change a cartridge in your electric cylinder mower. The advantage of having an interchangeable cartridge system in these mowers is that I can quickly and easily remove this cartridge for servicing, for adjustment, or for easy transport to my specialist garden machinery dealer. The other advantage is I can change the cartridge and put a scarifier cartridge in so I can liven up my lawn and collect all the debris. When you're working on your electric cylinder mower, please be sure that before you start, you unplug it. Next, we're going to remove the side cover. The side cover is retained by 4 hex head screws. I'm going to use the Allen key that is provided with the machine, and you'll also find one of these in the cartridge box. So I simply use that key to slacken the screws off. The screws are all retained within the actual case itself, so when I've done that I can just remove the side cover. The next part of the job is to slacken off the 3 screws retaining the pulley to the cartridge. I'm just going to loosen those first while the belt is still attached, because it gives me something to hold on to. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to let the belt slip off the top pulley to remove it. So I can do that. Do mind your fingers, it's very easy to nip them. I can take that V-belt off. Then I can finish off undoing these and removing these 3 screws. Now we've taken the drive pulley off, the cartridge is free to be removed. First job is to remove the grass box cradle, and then there are 2 retaining hex head screws. Again, both can be removed with the use of the same Allen key that we've been using. Once those screws are removed, the mower is free to have the cartridge removed. Your new scarifier cartridge is delivered in a box like this. Unpackage the cartridge, and you will also find instructions on how to change the cartridge, another Allen key, and also a pulley mounting. Your cartridge may be delivered with a slightly different drive system on the end. You can see this is the cartridge I've just removed, and this is the scarifier cartridge. What I need to do is to remove this plastic gear and put on the new pulley mounting bracket so that it will be the same as the cartridge we've just removed. To do this, you will need to remove this plastic gear using a 24mm spanner, and this is an opposite hand thread, so in order to undo this plastic gear you will need to turn it in a clockwise direction. So you can see how I'm unscrewing that in the clockwise direction. That's unconventional. Then I'll need to fit the new end. So taking the new fitting from the bag, I'm now going to fit this on in this way round, and I'm going to screw that on in an anti-clockwise direction. Make sure the spacer is on first. We didn't remove that when we removed the plastic gear. I'm going to turn that until it's tight. Alright, just to make sure that's tight. I'm using my spanner here and just turning that on, making sure that's nice and tight. I'm going to remove these studs so that the cartridge will go into the machine. The cartridge is now ready to be inserted into the machine. Make sure it goes fully home, and then we're going to replace the 2 hex head screws to retain the cartridge. Next, we need to refit the drive system. Taking the spacer and the pulley that we removed from the end of the cylinder cartridge, they should all fit onto the end of the scarifier shaft. So make sure I have everything lined up. And using the 3 set screws from the end of the cylinder cartridge, okay, make sure those are nice and tight. Next we need to refit the belt, and I can do this simply by putting it over the bottom pulley around the idler. Make sure that it goes under these plastic parts here, and then just by holding it and rotating it but keeping my fingers clear, I can refit the belt like so. If you look on the inside of the side cover, you can see there are instructions here on how to adjust the belt and to check the belt tension too. Once the drive belt is reinstalled, we're going to refit the side cover using again the Allen key provided, and I just need to tighten all those back up again. This is all shown in more detail on other videos on mowerhelp.com, and you'll see this part in more detail on the changing of the cartridge video. Once the side cover is refitted, I'm going to reinstall the grass box cradle. Taking the grass box cradle, I just push it in. Insert like so. I know that's safe. And for scarifying, I need to change my height of cut. So the height of cut changes the height of the front roller, and by rotating this, pushing in and rotating, changes the position of the front roller. There is a scarifier depth on this machine, which is signified by the letter S. So I hope that's helped you understand how to change a cartridge in your electric cylinder mower. If you need any more assistance, don't hesitate to visit www.mowerhelp.com, and thank you for listening.